I was so tired when I did the last review for this that I actually fell asleep halfway through my recording. So we're going to talk about the film that sounds like a swear word, Fackham Hall. Let's chat about it. G'day, it's Adam here again with another quick instant movie review for you. So last night I caught Fackham Hall. This is a 2025 period slapstick parody comedy film directed by Jim O'Hanlon and is co-written by Jimmy Carr, Patrick Carr, and the Dawson brothers, whoever they are. So the film stars Thomasin McKenzie, Ben Ratcliffe, as well as a slew of other people, including Tom Felton, who was in Harry Potter, of course. He played Malfoy. And you've got Damian Lewis, of course, who's a big one in this one. So basically it tells the story of Eric Noonan, or No Name, who begins a forbidden romance with Rose Davenport, lady of the house of a posh English manor. And when an unexpected murder occurs, Eric gets framed for it, leaving Rose and her family uncertain of their future. Bum, bum, bum. As I mentioned, this film is a comedy parody film with Jimmy Carr very firmly in the back of this one, putting things all together. So Jimmy Carr sort of talked about the fact that him and his brother were big fans of Mel Brooks growing up. So Spaceballs, Young Frankenstein, and so on and so forth, the producers, and really felt like there was a hole in the market. There hadn't been a parody film for a long time, and not one that directly just parodies, scenes out of particular films, but it sort of adds a little bit of its own storyline to it. That forms its own sort of world. So we're not talking about skits, we're talking about something with a through storyline. This one obviously parodies Downton Abbey quite heavily, so you do have that very English way about it. There was a few moments that did remind me a lot of Four Weddings and a Funeral. So there's the big thing with Fackham Hall, I think, is probably this is be really careful how you say the title, number one. Number two is don't watch the trailers for this because it gives away a lot of the really good jokes. There's an especially funny moment in a church sequence with Jimmy Carr, who is doing a punctuation is important moment, and that is laugh out loud hilarious. And I laughed so much when I watched it online, and then I sat in the cinema and going, oh, it's the same joke again. So it's still funny, but it messes with it a little bit. So there is a lot of good gags in the trailer, and I would encourage you probably not to watch it and go in cold to this, because I think your comedy experience would be heightened a lot more not seeing everything that's in the trailer. There is some funny little recalled moments where the lost sons of the Davenports are named after a very famous English pop group. There is really funny hunting sequence, which is really funny, a sort of a joke that sort of keeps on going. And you can see a lot of these jokes coming from a mile away. These are really laughter lift jokes we're talking about. Jokes that are firmly implanted in, we can see them coming a mile away, and they are dad jokes. So, if that's your style of humor, you're really going to love that. There's jokes about I'll give you one joke. So there is a joke in there about the fastest tailor in England called Taylor Swift. See, now I'm laughing because I'm thinking about it. So I would probably laugh more if I watched this a second time. Some of the jokes land very well. It's actually quite nicely shot. There's nothing overly audacious about this film at all. It's pretty much just shot nicely, very clean, nothing over the top. The music isn't over the top. Everything is sort of by the numbers if you're watching a Downton Abbey or anything like that. It just all kind of works. Thomasin McKenzie is really great in this. I really enjoyed Damian Lewis in this. I mean, everyone does a really good job in this film. I don't think anyone lets anyone down. It all kind of works quite nicely. So if you are a fan of Downton Abbey and you want to see something with a little bit of a tongue firmly implanted in its cheek, you might like to see Fackham Hall. It is not as crass, except for a couple of, there's a couple of moments that are a little bit on the crass side, to be honest with you. I'm going to take back the statement. No, there's some crassness in this film. There is definitely some crassness in this film. No, there's lots. There's actually lots of crassness in this film. So you'll tittle. You won't guffaw. I think that's the big thing about Fackham Hall. So that is my commentary on Fackham Hall. I would give Fackham Hall a 6 out of 10. What is your favourite parody film? Are you a massive fan of Flying High or Aeroplane? Did you love Hot Shots? Did you like Loaded Weapon? Are you a fan of the Scary Movie films, or are you firmly in the world of The Naked Gun? Or maybe you love the parody of some of the Mel Brooks, so Spaceballs being a big one. Comment below, let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I look forward to catching up with you all next time here in my car, where I'll not be swearing and I'll be wide awake. All right, catch you then.